Feeling unloved is a complex emotional experience that many people face at different points in their lives. It's a feeling that can be deeply unsettling, leaving individuals questioning their worth, value, and place in the world. Understanding the root causes of these feelings is the first step towards healing and building healthier relationships with oneself and others. In this exploration, we will delve into various factors that can contribute to feelings of being unloved. These factors range from interpersonal relationships and societal influences to internal beliefs and mental health issues. By understanding these factors and their interplay, we can gain a more nuanced understanding of why one might feel unloved and how to address these feelings effectively. Before diving into the various factors, it's essential to acknowledge that feelings of being unloved are valid and can be a natural part of the human experience. Everyone, at some point, may feel unloved or misunderstood. It's okay to feel this way, and it doesn't diminish your worth or value as a person. The goal is to explore these feelings with compassion, curiosity, and openness to gain insights and foster healing. Lack of validation. Validation plays a crucial role in our emotional well-being and sense of self-worth. It involves acknowledging and affirming someone's feelings, experiences, or perspectives. When we receive validation from others, it reinforces our feelings of being understood, valued, and loved. Emotional validation recognizes and validates someone's emotions, whether they are positive or negative. For example, saying, "I understand why you feel that way," or "Your feelings are valid," can provide emotional validation. Experiential validation acknowledges someone's experiences, achievements, or challenges. This can include recognizing someone's efforts, accomplishments, or hardships. Furthermore, existential validation involves validating someone's existence and worth as a human being, regardless of their achievements or circumstances. This form of validation recognizes and affirms someone's intrinsic value as a person. The absence of validation can lead to profound emotional impacts. Without validation, individuals may experience feelings of loneliness, inadequacy, and insecurity. They may feel a sense of disconnect from others and themselves, contributing to emotional distress. Additionally, lacking validation can result in struggles with self-esteem and self-worth. Individuals may begin to question their abilities, value, and place in the world, leading to feelings of unworthiness or unlovability. Moreover, a lack of validation can strain relationships as it may lead to feelings of neglect or misunderstanding. Over time, this can erode trust and intimacy, making it challenging to maintain healthy and fulfilling relationships. While external validation is valuable, cultivating self-validation is equally important. Building self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-acceptance can help in developing a stronger sense of self-validation. It involves recognizing and affirming your feelings, experiences, and worth without relying solely on others' validation. By nurturing self-validation, individuals can foster a more resilient sense of self-worth and reduce dependence on external validation, leading to greater emotional well-being and healthier relationships. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem can significantly influence feelings of being unloved, as it shapes one's perceptions of oneself and one's worthiness of love and acceptance. Self-esteem refers to the overall subjective emotional evaluation of one's own worth. When individuals have low self-esteem, they often harbor negative beliefs about themselves, questioning their value, capabilities, and desirability to others. One of the key impacts of low self-esteem is the internalization of negative self-beliefs. Individuals with low self-esteem may constantly criticize themselves, focus on their perceived flaws or shortcomings, and doubt their abilities. These negative self-perceptions can create a barrier to accepting love and affection from others, as individuals may feel undeserving or unworthy of love. Over time, these negative self-beliefs can become deeply ingrained, shaping one's self-concept and influencing interactions with others. Several factors can contribute to the development of low self-esteem, including early life experiences, negative feedback or criticism, societal standards and expectations, and personal setbacks or failures. Early life experiences, such as childhood neglect, abuse, or overly critical parenting, can shape one's self-esteem and self-perception significantly. Moreover, exposure to societal standards and expectations related to beauty, success, and worthiness can also influence feelings of inadequacy and contribute to low self-esteem. Addressing low self-esteem involves challenging and changing negative self-beliefs, building self-compassion, and developing a more positive and realistic self-concept. This process may involve self-reflection, therapy, or counseling, practicing self-care and self-compassion, setting and achieving personal goals, and surrounding oneself with supportive and affirming individuals. By cultivating a healthier sense of self-esteem, individuals can foster a more positive self-image, enhance their ability to accept love and affection from others, and build stronger and more fulfilling relationships. Past trauma. Past trauma can profoundly influence feelings of being unloved, as traumatic experiences can leave lasting emotional scars that impact one's self-perception, trust in others, and ability to form healthy relationships. Trauma refers to deeply distressing or disturbing experiences that overwhelm an individual's ability to cope, often leading to feelings of helplessness, fear, and powerlessness. One of the significant impacts of past trauma is the development of negative core beliefs about oneself and the world. Individuals who have experienced trauma may internalize beliefs such as, "I am unlovable," "I am not worthy of love," or "others will hurt me." These negative core beliefs can shape one's perceptions of oneself and others, creating barriers to trusting and forming close connections with others. Moreover, traumatic experiences can lead to feelings of shame, guilt, and self-blame, further reinforcing feelings of being unloved or unworthy of love. Several factors can contribute to the development of trauma, including childhood abuse or neglect, experiencing violence or assault, accidents or natural disasters, loss or grief, and witnessing traumatic events. The impact of trauma can be cumulative, with repeated exposure to traumatic experiences leading to more severe emotional and psychological consequences over time. Healing from past trauma involves a complex and individualized process that may include trauma-informed therapy or counseling, support groups, and holistic approaches such as mindfulness, meditation, and body-based therapies. It's essential to create a safe and supportive environment for healing, where individuals can explore and process their traumatic experiences, challenge and change negative beliefs, develop coping skills, and rebuild a sense of safety, trust, and self-worth. Unmet expectations. Unmet expectations can significantly contribute to feelings of being unloved, as they often lead to disappointment, frustration, and a sense of inadequacy or unworthiness. Expectations play a crucial role in shaping our beliefs about how things should be, including how we should be treated by others and how our relationships should unfold. When these expectations are not met, it can lead to feelings of disillusionment and a perceived lack of love or care from others. One of the primary impacts of unmet expectations is the emotional toll it takes on individuals. When our expectations are not met, especially in relationships, it can lead to feelings of disappointment, sadness, and hurt. Moreover, unmet expectations can influence one's self-esteem and self-worth. If individuals consistently experience disappointment due to unmet expectations, they may begin to internalize these experiences and develop negative beliefs about themselves. For instance, they may start to believe that they are not deserving of love, or that they are not good enough, leading to feelings of inadequacy or unlovability. Several factors can contribute to unmet expectations, including differences in communication styles, cultural or societal norms, past experiences, and personal beliefs and values. It's essential to recognize that everyone has unique expectations based on their upbringing, experiences, and personal preferences. Understanding and communicating these expectations openly and honestly can help in managing them effectively and reducing the likelihood of disappointment. Addressing unmet expectations involves self-reflection, effective communication, and setting realistic and clear expectations in relationships. It's essential to differentiate between unrealistic or unspoken expectations and healthy boundaries and needs. By fostering open and honest communication, managing expectations effectively, and practicing empathy and understanding, individuals can navigate the complexities of relationships more successfully, reducing feelings of being unloved or unimportant. Internalized messages. Internalized messages refer to the beliefs and messages that individuals adopt and internalize from external sources, such as family, society, or culture. These messages can shape one's self-perception, values, and beliefs about love, worthiness, and acceptance. When individuals internalize negative or unrealistic messages about what it means to be lovable or worthy of love, it can contribute to feelings of being unloved or inadequate. One of the significant impacts of internalized messages is the shaping of self-perception and self-worth. If individuals grow up receiving messages that they are not good enough, unworthy of love, or that love is conditional based on certain criteria such as achievement or appearance, they may internalize these beliefs and carry them into adulthood. These negative self-beliefs can create a barrier to accepting love and affection from others, as individuals may feel undeserving or unworthy of unconditional love. Moreover, internalized messages can influence one's expectations and standards in relationships. If individuals believe that they need to meet certain standards or criteria to be lovable or worthy, they may set unrealistic expectations for themselves and others. This can lead to feelings of disappointment and frustration when these expectations are not met, further reinforcing negative self-beliefs and feelings of being unloved. Several factors can contribute to the internalization of negative messages, including family dynamics, societal norms and expectations, cultural beliefs, peer influences, and personal experiences. Addressing internalized messages involves challenging and changing negative beliefs, fostering self-compassion and self-acceptance, and developing a more positive and realistic self-concept. This process may involve self-reflection, therapy, or counseling, affirming and empowering practices, and surrounding oneself with supportive and affirming individuals who reinforce positive and healthy messages about love, worthiness, and acceptance. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of vulnerability refers to the reluctance or hesitancy to open up, express one's feelings, needs, or desires openly, or to expose one's true self to others due to fears of rejection, judgment, or emotional harm. Vulnerability is an essential aspect of forming deep and meaningful connections with others, as it involves being open, honest, and authentic in relationships. However, for individuals who fear vulnerability, the idea of exposing their true selves and risking emotional exposure can be daunting and anxiety-provoking. One of the primary impacts of the fear of vulnerability is the hindrance it creates in forming intimate and meaningful relationships. When individuals avoid vulnerability, they may keep their emotions, needs, and desires guarded, leading to surface-level interactions and connections with others. This can result in feelings of loneliness, isolation, and a lack of genuine connection, as individuals may struggle to let others in or to truly know and understand them. Several factors can contribute to the fear of vulnerability, including past experiences of rejection or betrayal, societal messages about strength and independence, cultural norms around emotional expression and openness, and personal beliefs and fears related to vulnerability and emotional exposure. For example, growing up in an environment where vulnerability was perceived as a weakness, or where expressing emotions was discouraged, can contribute to the development of a fear of vulnerability. Addressing the fear of vulnerability involves cultivating self-awareness, understanding the root causes of the fear, and challenging and changing beliefs and fears related to vulnerability. This process may involve self-reflection, therapy, or counseling, practicing vulnerability in safe and supportive environments, and gradually opening up and expressing oneself more authentically and openly in relationships. Unresolved grief or loss. Unresolved grief or loss refers to the lingering emotional pain, sorrow, and feelings of emptiness that individuals experience following the death of a loved one, the end of a significant relationship, or other significant losses, such as loss of health, job, or a cherished dream. Grief is a natural and complex emotional response to loss, and everyone grieves differently. However, when grief remains unresolved or unprocessed over time, it can contribute to feelings of being unloved, disconnected, and stuck in the past. Unresolved grief or loss is the emotional burden it places on individuals. Grief can be overwhelming and all-consuming, making it challenging to focus on daily tasks, engage in relationships, or find joy in life. The intense emotions associated with grief, such as sadness, anger, guilt, and regret, can create a barrier to experiencing love and connection with others, as individuals may be preoccupied with their grief and unable to fully engage in relationships. Individuals who are grieving may feel misunderstood or unsupported by others, leading to feelings of being alone in their grief. This sense of isolation can further exacerbate feelings of being unloved or disconnected from others, as individuals may struggle to reach out for support or to express their feelings and needs openly. Addressing unresolved grief or loss involves acknowledging and honoring the pain of the loss, allowing oneself to grieve fully and openly, seeking support from others, and finding healthy ways to cope with grief and integrate the loss into one's life. This process may involve grief counseling or therapy, joining support groups, practicing self-care and self-compassion, engaging in rituals or memorial activities to honor the deceased or lost entity, and gradually rebuilding a sense of purpose, meaning, and connection in life. In conclusion, feeling unloved is a common human experience that many people face at different points in their lives. While the journey towards feeling loved, accepted, and connected can be challenging and requires time, effort, and support, it is possible to heal, grow, and cultivate deeper connections with oneself and others. With self-awareness, self-compassion, support, and active engagement in the process of healing and growth. Individuals can overcome feelings of being unloved and foster a deeper sense of self-love, acceptance, and connection with others, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life.